So I remember this like it was yesterday, this like super pivotal moment in my life that literally probably changed the trajectory of my entire life. At the time I didn't know it, but it did. So in 2018, I had been in San Diego for about a little less than a year, about a year. And I was working with a client there, but I was traveling a ton, doing a ton of coaching. Things were going well. I was involved in a couple other ventures as well. Everything was good. And I was like, all right, I love the weather. It was the best winter of my life, like living there through the winter. You've lived there. Yeah. But it was one of those things where I was like about to sign a lease at this, and like it goes against everything in my freaking being to like sign a freaking $4,000 lease, like for a 1-bedroom place.
For a studio.
Right. and so like I was always financially savvy and like knew what I should and shouldn't do. And I was like, this goes against everything I believe. But I literally saw this place. I loved it. It was high enough. It had a view of the water. Like it was a beautiful place, like kind of Little Italy, between Little Italy and downtown of San Diego. Yeah. And I saw it twice. I was like, all right, drop the lease, sign it. Or drop the lease, get it ready. They like emailed me everything. I had this packet, and I was supposed to go in to sign it, and I postponed it a day. And then I was like, man, this is really like a big decision because if I sign this lease, I'm gonna definitely stay here for the next year, and I'm gonna travel from here. I'm gonna grow my coaching business. Or if I don't, then I'm going to have to move somewhere. I could move back to Omaha, but my goal at that time was to probably get back into real estate. So if I sign this lease and I'm dropping $4,000 a month on rent, then I'm probably not going to do what I need to do to buy rentals in Omaha. And so I literally postponed it, and then I canceled it, and then the third day I drove back home.
Oh, shit.
I put my shit in my car. I drove back home. Half the people there I was friends with didn't even know I left.
You just made a snap decision.
I just made a decision. I'm like, you know what? If I want the life that I want, it's not to sign this lease. It's to go home, to do the shit I don't want to do, and to start working towards that. And it was a pivotal moment. It was like, stay here, have fun. Yeah. I would have had way more fun and whatever.
Yeah.
But
where would you be a year from then? Right.
Right.
I think it's really intelligent of you to think ahead to where kind of the future Terry would be, right? And you're thinking using that mindset as opposed to the present, the here and now. Because I think a lot of us sort of just live in where we are and we get super comfortable and content with it. But you thought about no, where do I actually want to be in 12 months?
Right. It was a tough decision because it was I was going to have more fun. I was going to have a beautiful place, and it was just a really tough decision. But it was in hindsight, it was the right decision.